Okay, so starting at the ReadyPrice storefront website, it's very easy to sign up and get your credentials, whether you're a broker owner or a loan officer. It's very easy and straightforward. Come to readyprice.com and you can use either the MLO or the owners tab, as well as these main buttons right here. Start with the MLO button. We got a registration now form. Really straightforward, quick and easy. It's just going to ask you for your name, your email address, your phone number, and your NMLS number. That's how we map it. From there, you can press sign up and you'll be able to log in right away and get into the system. When you first log in, the initial page you'll be dropped on is the owner profile or the LO profile page. And make sure that all your details are filled in. These navy markers that you'll see throughout the platform are going to be your required fields. So these are ones that need to be filled out before you can move forward and set everything up. We've also got the ReadyPrice virtual business card down here at the bottom. These are a couple of email addresses that you need to make sure to whitelist in your email, as we will be sending you crucial communications from these addresses throughout your experience using ReadyPrice. From there, you'll be taken to the lenders and pricing page. This is where the setup process goes. And as we move forward, the broker owner or administrator that sets up a free company account is going to be in charge of setting these up. So once you log in as the loan officer, you'll be able to invite your broker owner to create a lender sponsored account. Call them lender sponsored accounts because our wholesale lender partners actually pay us so that you can access the ReadyPrice system at no cost. So you just want to make sure to invite your broker owner or your administrator to set up a company account at no cost to you. You will be able to get access to the entire platform and be able to skip all the nuanced setup process. If you're setting up the administrator account, this is the setup page. This is the very, very crucial steps in making sure that you can use ReadyPrice to its fullest extent. In order to move on, you do have to fill in the default lender paid compensation. You have to fill in at least one of these fields before you can navigate off of this page, regardless of whether you're a loan officer, broker owner, no matter what. Got to fill something in here to be able to move forward. We also recommend setting up all of your approved lenders by checking the boxes down here and saving them, as well as adding your vendor credentials down here at the bottom, which is going to be your Fannie Mae, your Freddie Mac, and your credit credentials as well. This way you'll be able to run Dual US, pull your credit reports, get the US Postal Service validation, and complete an entire loan application through our system to submit directly to your approved lenders. Again, this is at no cost to you. And this is how you'll be able to maintain it at no cost going forward. For the broker, we're just asking that each individual loan officer submits one loan through our system to an approved lender per quarter. And again, it doesn't cost you anything to submit this loan. Very, very easy and doable to ensure that you get unlimited, no-cost access going forward. Once you've got this setup completed, you won't ever have to touch this page again unless your margins change or you got new approved lenders or you've updated your credentials. Everything will auto-populate throughout the platform after the setup page is done. This is a very, very crucial first step. You can always reach out to me or your account executives if you need help getting these pages set up. Once you've got it all done and you're saved, it's going to drop you on the welcome page. And every time you log in going forward from there, you'll be dropped on this ensuing page as well. You've got 4 tile options here to choose from. We've got shop pricing, which is going to house the pricing engine. We've got the lock and deliver, which is going to give you the 3.4 MISMO file upload option to get through the pricing engine and to be able to lock and deliver loans and complete the applications to your lenders. The live pipeline is going to be the page that houses all of your uploaded files and the status of them. And then your working scenarios is a fantastic tool that you can use to build an application, to just price out scenarios for your clients, and be able to maintain your eyes on the market and keep watch of how pricing changes as well. You can come back to the scenarios page and price out a scenario a week, a month, 2 months, 6 months later, however long you're monitoring the market for your clients. You can keep your scenarios in there. We've also got the tour guide videos in the left navigation menu here. These 4 buttons above are going to be these 4 tiles, and they'll be live on every page, so you can jump around very quickly as needed. And the tour guide videos is your context sensitive help. These will change based on what page you're on. You'll have videos, very short, 30 to 45 seconds max for each one, and you'll be able to get some immediate help and support through those videos. And if for any reason you still have questions afterwards, we've got the Got Questions feedback submission here, where you can type a message in, you can submit it, you can click watch the training videos to pull up the entire library of videos, making it as self-sufficient as possible for you. But again, at the same time, I'm always there in your corner. We've got tons of support to make sure that you can use it to the fullest potential. In terms of a list of lenders, I'm happy to send a follow-up message that's got a detailed list. But the quickest and most efficient way to do so is going to be back on this lenders and pricing page here, where you manage the approved lenders. This is going to have a scrollable menu here where you can see all of the lenders that are on our platform. We're always looking to add new lenders to the platform and continue building, adding more, and creating more value for you, the brokers. You can email me directly with some AE or your any contact you have at a lender that you'd like to see added. I'd love to connect with them and get that conversation started. Helps us out by being able to work them from both angles. I can pitch them all the massive benefits they get from being a part of the platform. And I can also let them know, hey, we've got brokers that really want to see your pricing in our system. You can also come to this top right corner, and the lender handoff is another way of submitting directly to the ReadyPrice team some of these leads as well. So if you've got some contacts for your lenders that you want to see on the platform, you can fill this form out and submit it. It'll come directly to us, and that's another way we can continually work to add more value to our platform for you, the brokers. We'll start with the shop pricing. Everything kind of coincides here, so it'll go really quickly. If you go through shop pricing, you can manually input all of your criteria for the pricing engine. We have a default search button down here as well. So if you change this to yes before selecting your program, you'll be able to save that as your default. So you have the same scenario every time you come in. And of course, you can change it naturally here. I'm going to actually go ahead and double back to lock and deliver now, and show you the fantastic 3.4 file upload. I'm going to use a test file today to show you how this works. This is the more efficient way to run the pricing engine, because it'll take your borrower's information from the 3.4 file, and it'll automatically parse it and fill it into the pricing engine for you. So you don't have to go through each individual box and manually type the criteria in. It'll give you a red message at the top if anything was missing, being pulled over from that 3.4 file. In this case, it's just our credit score. So I'll come down here to the credit score and I'll change that to something else so that we can move forward and select our programs. One of the biggest benefits to running in our pricing engine is that you can actually choose 6 of these programs at once for a side-by-side pricing comparison, and it's going to give you all the results from all of our lenders. Today, I'll pick a 30-year fixed program, a 10-6 adjustable rate mortgage, maybe a Home Ready Home Possible as well, and we'll just throw a 20-year fixed in just to give you a little bit more to look at. You can go back to the original search right here with the green button, or you can move forward to see your search results with the blue button. We've got the gray banner at the top as well. It's going to copy over some of the search criteria from page 1 all the way through to the results page. And then we get to the fun, the price results page. So again, notice at the very top here, you've got some of that criteria that came over. We've got a number of filter options. You can use the drop-down caret there to hide all the filters if you like. You can view only your approved lenders. You can view all of our lenders, whether you're approved with them or not, which is the way I recommend doing it, so you always get the most information. Or if you just want to see one lender's pricing, you can effectively do so here as well. You can show all the pricing or just the best options. A lot of these lenders you'll see here, it's under the show best column. There's a button that says more. It'll show you more of their programs. If you do all lender options, you'll really be able to see every single individual program that meets the criteria. So really it comes down to how much information you want to see based on what you're searching for. When you sign up, you're going to be asked to pick a sponsor lender, as I mentioned earlier. And along with that, we're going to ask you to pick an AE. If you have an AE in the system that you work with already, they'll be in the drop down. You can select them, and their information will appear right here in the little pop-up card, or the AE business card, as we call it. You'll have a trusted advisor ready to help you out at any point. If you have questions about pricing, or if you have questions about submitting a loan to them as we move forward through the system. If your AE is not on the platform, get them in contact with me, and I'm happy to get them set up with an AE card in the system. It's totally free for them to use as well. And it takes all of 5 seconds for them to upload their information and be able to, be in the system to not only help you, but potentially pick up leads in the future themselves. So again, we're just trying to build a lot of value for both the lenders and the brokers here. Definitely the emphasis on the brokers. The effective time and date here is when we last updated the rates. I'm in a test environment right now, so that's why they're all flagged red and out of date. So don't fret when you're in the live environment that you're not going to see that issue. Our pricing is always accurate. We get, every time we get midday pricing adjustments, we get them taken care of very quickly. We've got the lock days here as well, and then the pricing column. If you hover over the price, you can see all the adjustments here. Very intuitive. It's going to have all the margins in there as well, so you can see how the final rate and pricing came to by the lenders. We've also got the rate stacking. So you can click on the rates here, and it'll bring up the entire rate stack for that lender and program that you're looking at. You can even select a new rate in this menu here and reprice your entire search based on the interest rate. It's fantastic. As you scroll down, it's going to take the amortization and the price and rate. That's how the programs are stacked. So that's probably why we see the 20-year fixed up here at the top first. As you scroll down, we've got the 30-year fixed. You can keep going. You see the 10-6 ARM, home ready, home possible. We got a lender paid MI, 20-year fixed down here as well. And then the 10-6 adjustable rate mortgage with a 30-year fixed MI at the bottom. So we're really going to give you a ton of pricing information, whether you manually put in your criteria or you're uploading the file. You're going to be able to just really get a ton of crucial information for you. Now let's get into the fun part, which is the shop, lock, and deliver features. The big new guy on the block here. Any of your approved lenders that is accepting loans through ReadyPrice is going to pop up with the select button next to them. You've got the little roll over here as you hover over it that says you're allowed to run dual AUS, lock, and deliver through ReadyPrice to this lender. It's a very efficient, time-saving, money-saving method of submitting loans to your lenders. Once you submit a lock, it'll also appear in your portal with that lender. So if you go to their individual site and log in, see that loan in your portal there directly, as well as in our live pipeline in ReadyPrice. So I'm going to go ahead and select NMSI here as my demo today, and jump into the application portal and show you just how fantastic it truly is. So just like when we uploaded the file for the pricing engine, it's going to parse all the data as well and auto-populate as many fields as possible with your borrower's information, making it super quick to move through and complete the application. On the left-hand side here, you're going to see in the navigation menu all of your different application pages, and then all of the actions down at the bottom that lead up to your file submission. Anything that has a red flag next to it is missing some sort of detail that couldn't be pulled over from the 3.4 file. So make sure that you fill everything in accordingly. In this case, it's just a home phone number here for us. So we'll go through and we'll move forward there, get that red flag cleared. I always recommend going with the save and continue button to move page by page to ensure that all the information is correct. You can use the left nav as well to kind of jump around a little bit if you're not too worried about the loan details or the assets page. You can jump directly to wherever the next flag is, so you can complete everything very quickly. As long as you fill in the lenders and pricing page that we went over in the beginning with all your credentials, your margins, and your approved lenders, doing all of this is going to be a breeze for you. Pulling credit has never been easier. If you've already got a credit reference number, you can input that here, set it, and pull that credit directly. If you're looking to pull a new credit report for your borrower, you can just, like I said, if you've got the credentials filled in on lenders and pricing page, as you should, you'll be able to auto-populate here. You'll be able to come in, click request credit report, quick, efficient, easy. It takes maybe 30 seconds on the longest end to pull the credit. You get the notice at the top here that the order was completed successfully. It'll give you your credit reference number. And down here at the bottom, it'll give you all the scores. In this case, we have just one borrower. So they've got all 3 scores for the borrower, and it's going to automatically choose the mean score right in the middle for you. If you prefer to use, Experian or Equifax or change it up, that's at your discretion as well. From here, we're going to save and continue to make sure we save the credit score and clear out the red flag. We'll move on down to our next flag here, which is the government monitoring. Super straightforward and easy. Just need to hit the checkbox there. And we'll save and continue once again. Now that we've cleared all the flags on the application portion, we can move into the actions, which is going to get you that U.S. Postal Service validation. This is basically just verifying the property address for your appraisal waivers. You can confirm that here, or if it's incorrect, you can edit it. Now we've got the one-click dual AUS results for both Fannie and Freddie. Once again, as long as you set up your credentials properly in the lenders and pricing page, they'll automatically populate here for you. It's a breeze. It's super easy, super efficient. And we're going to get you both AUS results in a matter of seconds. Go ahead and click one-click AUS there and let it run. Again, 30 seconds to a minute on the longest end, but it's usually very, very quick. As you can see here, we already got the Fannie Mae results back. At the very top here, we can actually update our selection if we wanted to do LP instead of a DU program based on the AUS results. You can actually adjust it here, or even go all the way back to pricing if you want to adjust something else. In the results here, you get to see if you've been approved for either or both. You can see if you're eligible for the appraisal waiver, if there's any assets required or years of tax returns in the case of a self-employed borrower. You can see if there's cash reserves required, and then you see the links to both findings. You can click the links, will open and populate in a new tab. You'll see the underwriting findings by clicking those. And then you can also review the credit report. Super quick, super efficient, right there for you. I'm going to go ahead and select Fannie Mae or DO since we selected a DU program. And then I'll press continue. Moving forward from here, the next thing we do is verify our fee sheets. Unless, of course, the lender that we are submitting the file to does not require fee sheets, which is the case for NMSI at this time. You get a pop-up, it'll skip the page. If you try to click on it, it'll let you know that NMSI does not require a fee sheet to be submitted for this program at this time, which means we are well on our way to locking the loan. You can also float it if you like. From here, you're going to press whichever of the 2 options you would like to take care of. And then you'll get notified that the lock request has been made. You receive an email that the status has been updated. I can show you real quick what that email looks like. Just came in, and I'm going to go ahead and drag it over here so that you can see. It's going to give you this updated email letting you know about the status. The lender is also going to see it. It's going to give them a link to our data exchange platform, which is our safe, secure file transfer that we created specifically to work with our lenders that are not on Encompass. Finally, the last step going forward is to submit the file. So once you press that, you'll get to the last page here. You can once again select your DO or LPA findings and credit reports based on the AUS you selected. You can drag and drop any supplemental documents like bank statements, or any initial 1003s, the purchase agreement, anything else that would be applicable for you to submit to the lender. You can submit those here as well. Then at the very bottom, you can submit either just the file or the file and supplemental documents if you uploaded some. In this case, I don't have any other documents to upload. I'll just press file only and submit. From there, it'll be all finished. Because I'm using fake credentials and fake file, that's how I get this message right here. But from there, you'll be all set and solid. So that is the quickest way I can dive into the pricing engine and the application portal for Shop, Lock, and Deliver with ReadyPrice. Any loan file or a 3.4 file that you upload at any point, whether you're just pricing it, whether you're in the application already, or whether you've got a lock request in, you can view it on the live pipeline page. We're gonna have a ton of information here for you. You got a file ID number that we allocate for your file once you've uploaded it into the system. That's just directly in ReadyPrice. You've got some borrower information and property information as well. You've got your next steps here. You can re-upload the data if you want to re-upload the 3.4 if it's been updated since your initial upload. You can use it to price out the loan again. Or if you click edit file, it'll take you back to whatever portion of the application that you left off in so that you can work on it, save it, come back at a later time, maybe view updated pricing and adjust it before you submit the lock request. You can also view the status of your lock request in here as well. It's going to show you when you requested the lock, what the rate and price are. And if the lender sends a counter offer, you'll be able to view that in here as well. It'll give you a red notification up here in the top left corner if there's been a counter offer made. You can click it. It'll tell you what the counter offer is for rate and price. You can accept or reject it and send it back to the lender. And again, all of this will populate in that your portal on that lender's site as well. So you can work on it from either way, but we love it if you stay in ReadyPrice because we're trying to keep it the one-stop shop, make it super efficient for you to use. You can also view all of your findings here quickly based on whichever underwriting you selected. So you can pull those up as well. We've got an archive and a trash button if for any reason you want to you want to clean up your pipeline because you've been uploading so many loans through it. Totally understand it. The final one I will show is the working scenarios page here. Scenarios you can save either by if you upload a file here, it'll price it out. You can save the scenario, come back, view it, keep tabs on pricing for your borrowers. You can also just go through the shop pricing engine portion, fill in your manual criteria, select your programs, and view the pricing at the end. There's actually a little radio button that you can use to save a scenario as well. It won't display when you're going through the lock and deliver portion because that'll take you into the application. But if you go through working scenarios or shop pricing, you'll see save scenarios right here next to the interest rate. You can click the little radio button. It'll let you name the scenario. So if you're looking at it for a specific borrower, you can name it after them. You can save it, and then you can come back at any given time on that working scenarios page, and you can reprice it with totally up-to-date pricing. You notice that one of my active scenarios in here is from back in February. I can reprice it right now. Same exact criteria that I input back in February. It's going to be there, and it's going to give me all the up-to-date pricing. So that, folks, is going to be it for our webinar demonstration today. I'll hang out for another couple of minutes. If you've got any other questions, like I said in the beginning, feel free to drop them in the chat or the QA. Happy to answer them. I put my information in there as well. So if you'd like to follow up offline discuss anything further on the phone or via email, I'm happy to do so as well. I'm always in the corner with all of our brokers. We're just here to help you win and secure more business. So thank you very much for your time and for joining the webinar today. And we look forward to seeing you in the Ready Price platform.